I think, I don't know, can you hear me? Okay, then I'm alive. What? What do you want from me? This was so painful. You have no idea. I'm in so much pain. Eventually. This was not fun. Okay, let me see if things are even working. Sure, what's up? Hello? I Oh, like Tina. I don't even know. My computer audio works even less than my AirPods. This is fucking ridiculous.
Emily.
Oh my god.
Number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hello, answer the phone. It's Allie. Hello. Is Danny home? I need to talk to him.
Tina wouldn't know.
I can't even talk to her.
Wait, please stop yelling.
I heard some kind of high-pitched sound. We hear you? Hello? This isn't even working now. This isn't even... How can they hear me on Discord? You can hear me now? I can't hear anything now. Oh, I'm literally gonna cry. What the fuck is happening? Okay, I'm gonna try again. Why is this this is supposed to be what? Okay. Can you hear me now? What? So I can hear you in Discord. Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, and you can hear the music, right? Because I see both of those going on. Okay. I can't hear my sister at all. Switch. Oh. What's happening? New audio device detected. This audio was here the whole time. Whatever, switch device. Oh, I think I just broke it. Input, output, input, output, input. Can you hear me, sister? Can you hear me? Hello? No, she can't hear me. Oh my god, but I hear her laughing at me. Aww. Output, input. Hi, Vez, sister. Hi, Vez. Hi. Can anyone hear me? Hello? Hello? Don't worry, I love you so it's okay. What's going on? Okay, you can hear me. Okay. Okay. I just can't hear her for the life of God. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I wonder if I can't hear her because I'm in a different channel. I just want to make crabs. the heck is this? Input is my AirPods, so I don't know why this isn't working. You don't hear me anymore? Let's all jump Vespi. Oh. Input. Okay, so you can hear me when my audio is set to my laptop's audio, I think. But that's incorrect. Like, that's what I've been told not to do every single time, basically. Wait a second. Don't tell me this is... Now I hear. Now you hear. Is this also... No. Yes. What if I disconnect this? What will happen? Is that why? Nope, I just broke everything. Wait. What the heck is going on? You can see this. You can see this. What the fuck? Properties, audio. I think I have to give up. I don't know why this isn't working. Wait, let me just exit out of Discord and try again, actually. Goodbye, Discord. Okay, let's try that again. Why did everything just shift? Hello? No. Okay, I give up. Wait, can chat still hear me though? I think I'm just okay. Okay, if you can hear me, then it's okay. I can hear my sister, but she can't hear me, and I don't know what to do anymore because my input is technically correct, I think. And I am just in so much pain now. I'm in so much pain. So I'm just gonna make my little thing and then probably call it a night. But how are you doing now? How is everything on your end? I wanted to watch your crafts today. I'm so happy. I'm happy you're happy cause I be struggling out here. Okay, yay! Then I'm gonna make my crafts and we'll chill, we'll hang. I'm also listening to my sister the whole time, which is funky because she can't hear anything I say. Are you listening to both of us right now? Oh, I'm so happy you're wonderful. She's messaging me now. She's like, why did you deafen yourself? I didn't. I don't know what's happening. Okay, you're not? Okay, so you were hopping back and forth. Ugh, now she's talking to me. She's talking shit to me. What do you want? I didn't deafen myself. My input is my AirPods, but it's not working. IDKY. Okay, done. I can't hear you on Discord? What? Oh, thank you for staying on until I'm done. I think I'm not gonna do that much. Like, I have all the pieces together, so I'm literally just gonna stick them together, which I don't think will take that long because I I am suffering greatly from this audio problem right now. It is not good. Not good. Yes, I am a big girl. I mean, I wanted to chat with her. It's always fun chatting with her, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I'll chat with you and I'll do this. Okay. We persevere. Oh my goodness. I feel like I had way too many breakdowns in the past, like, hour over this audio. Now I can't think like a normal person. Okay, so we have this. And now this is looking pretty good. Okay, just shoot my... Okay, I need to hang up this call with my sister, even though she's talking shit about me. Are you sure? No. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, we're good. We're better. I'm just streaming independently. My audio just bubbled and swapped like crazy in my ears. Okay. Peeps want to watch your crafts, so do crafts? Thanks. I do my crafts. My goal is to make 2, so I'm making this thing right here. I'm making this thing. And I'm doing it in a bunch of different colors, so I'm doing light purple, and then I'm gonna do a dark purple one. And that's on the agenda for today. Ooh, ooh, ah. Yeah, that's the agenda for today, and then... Because I was also making, like, a mini reel of it. Like, I was doing... What I like to do is I like to do, like, snapshots where I... You know, like, what's that thing Tim Burton does? Snap... Not snap. Oh my god, I can't think of it. What's the art form that Tim Burton does? Stop motion. Okay, so I do, like, stop motion reels where I go one by one and I show, like, the building of the thing I'm making. So I did a video of that earlier today, so now I'm actually, like, putting together the final piece so that I can complete the stop motion and then actually, like, show the final, like, little star. Okay. So let's do this. I heard she was talking about this weekend. We did so much this weekend. It was very fun. It was very tiring too, though. Not gonna lie. So this weekend she came down because she lives upstate. So she came down to Long Island. And oh my god. Every single day was crazy. I went to, like, I think I had like 4 Thanksgivings. I have eaten so much food this week. It is insane, and I can't eat any more food for a while now because my stomach is like, do you ever eat so much food that, like, you actually don't want to eat anymore? You feel, like, kind of nauseous at the thought of eating more food. That's how I started feeling after a few days, because it was just, but it was such good food, but, like, buttery and greasy food. I don't eat food. I'm so sorry you don't eat food. I hope you can enjoy the joys of food sometime. It's quite delicious, but also destroys you. I literally, like, got to a point where I'm like, if I think about food or eat more food, I'm gonna be sick. And I got to that point multiple times in the past week. It was all very delicious, but I need to just, like, not eat a lot for a good week. This happens to me sometimes. I don't know if it happens to anyone else. But yeah, she came down on, like, Wednesday, and we did a family thing with her in-laws, which was very nice and very fun. We played with their little kitty, which is adorable. They have, like, this little black cat, and he's so fun, and he's so friendly. He's the type of cat that doesn't care when you pick him up. So, like, everybody wants to pick him up and pet him. He's so cute. So we had dinner there for Thanksgiving. We had, like, a 4 p.m. dinner, which I don't know if that counts as dinner. I think it counts as dinner. But, it was fun. We played a card game called Flip 7. If anyone has ever played that game is very fun. My aunt got so into it. My aunt is, like,
she's got to be like 73. Like she's up there. And she's also a little crazy. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard from Vesp or Flame, but our auntie, she's crazy. It's like fun, but she's crazy. She likes to gossip, but she gossips kind of about us, which is the craziest part. Like I don't know, she likes to stir the pot within the family kind of, which is wild, but we all know she does it, so nobody really cares, but it's really funny. So she's wild, and we got her into this game called Flip 7, which is, it's not like, it's a card game, I guess, kind of similar to, what is it, like Blackjack or like 21, where you have to decide if you're going to take another hit, if you want another card to get closer to a goal, basically. So for Flip 7, the goal is to flip 7 cards and to accumulate points. The first person to get to 200 points wins. But if you accumulate duplicate cards, you end up busting, which means you don't get any points for the round. And my aunt, she was going crazy because she likes this little... It's really fun, and it's so easy to learn, which is the best part. Like, any person of any age could play it. It's kind of like Uno, where like anyone can play it. I will not be buzzing. I know, it's not the best choice of words, but I feel like it's what you say when you play this game, where it's like what you say when you play like poker and like betting games and things like that. But yes, don't buzz it right here, man. But yeah, so she got so into it. She's like literally like before she picks up each card, she's like closing her eyes, almost like she's doing a weird prayer or something. She's like, please, not this one, not this one. She's so funny. And then when she gets like the card, she like jumps up and down. She's this tiny little Asian lady. It's very funny. Very funny. So we played that this whole weekend. We also played Mahjong. Mahjong is always so fun. My brother doesn't really like playing Mahjong, but we got him to play, which was fun. My sister, she knocked out already. She always just falls asleep. You play Mahjong? You should play online Mahjong. I don't know where to play online Mahjong, but I would play online Mahjong. Oh, it is addicting and fun. And sometimes I gamble with it. But I only gamble with friends. Friends and family is the only time I put money on Mahjong. And then I often lose, but it's okay because it's fun anyway. But yeah, we played some Mahjong. We played some Flip 7. What else did we do? We ate a buttload of food, which is good until you barf. But it's okay because no one barfed. I did not have any alcohols. I don't like having alcohol when eating food. I feel like it doesn't enhance things for me. It just tastes like alcohol. And I do not like the taste of many alcohols. Although I do kind of like limoncello. I haven't played in ages, don't really remember how to play, but I do remember it being really fun. Yeah. Isn't there an online mahjong with anime girls on Steam? Is there? I don't know. I've only played one that's an app. Honestly, I'd be kind of surprised if they had it on Steam. I'd be surprised and not surprised, because I feel like it's hard to find good mahjong applications sometime. But okay, I need to look into that. I'm definitely more of like a physical game player as opposed to my siblings. Obviously, they play video games. Like I like board games. I like stuff like that. And somebody told me recently there's a thing on Steam, I think, where you can play any board game you want. Like if I want to play Catan, I could play Catan or something with people online. Yep, Mahjong Soul FE2. Oh, okay. I need to look at. Wait, let me. Where's my Steam? Steam. Open Steam. What is it called? Open this up again. Mahjong Soul. Alright. Mahjong Soul. Okay. Oh, ooh, it looks cute. Ooh, and it's free. Whoa. Is this like... Oh, this is kind of sick. This is kind of cool. I wonder if it's also like story mode, but for Mahjong, like to see how far you can go. That looks interesting. Okay, I gotta download that one, but I opened it up so I won't forget. Did not know there was an online Catan. I think so. I have to check. Somebody told me about it this weekend. What the thingy is called. Wait, oops. Maybe I shouldn't do that right now. Never mind, I won't check. I'll leave it. I'll check later. But there's some, it's called like online tabletop board games, I think it's called. I think you can get it on Steam. And yeah, you can play like a bunch of different, oh, don't pop out too much. You can play a bunch of different board games. I think they have, I want to say it said like they had like 10,000 games on there. So, don't know how good it is, but allegedly you can go play whatever. I know, I think if you want to play with other people, you have to invite them. It's not like fully live, they don't set up games for you. But I might start doing that. If I, what am I doing? Oh, I have to make sure these work. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it more and see how good the quality actually is, and then I'll probably get it and play some online games. Online board games, that's what I think. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So now I put this piece on. Where's the ending for this? Ah! No! Don't jump away. I just got slammed by a goblin over king thingy with 50,000. Wait, what do you play? What the heck? I'm just looking in circles, I guess. I think this is the ends. Okay. Something that ends in the pocket. Oh, Elden Ring. Ah. This goes here. Okay. I think Elden Ring came up this weekend a little bit. There we go. I think sister's husband plays that game, but I don't remember. I have not played. I am just a noob at games, so I have not played many games. And I think we're supposed to play Apex sometime this week. I have no idea when though. And if we do, it will not be good. I think we won actually. We won a round last time the three of us played together, which is crazy because I don't know. I can't play shooters. I got bad aim. I don't know where to go. All of that was bad, but we actually I think we played like 7 rounds, and we actually won one round and came in second place for another one, which was crazy. Which means you already know my brother carried all the weight, carried all the bodies, all the weight, insane. That's right, Flame is here, yeah. It's just, okay, I don't think she's bad, but I don't know how good she is in the grand scheme of things. I know my brother is really good. And it was actually cool. I've never really watched it. Not gonna lie, I've never watched him play. But it was actually cool watching him play whenever I died and seeing how good he was. I was just like, shit, you really switch between everything and move and aim so precisely. It was very impressive. I see why people watch him now. Because in my mind, he's just my lame older brother. But now I understand why people watch him. And then for my sister, he always says she's bad. So I don't know where she lies on, like, the totem pole. Oh, I'm not supposed to use this. Oops. Read that. Okay. Use this one instead. What else did we do this weekend? We bought a lot of food. Got my sister new shoes because she needed new sneakers. She says that I dragged her around to go shopping, but I did not. She dragged me around to go shopping. That's been not bad. I think Flames is better, yeah. He does. This is what he do. I think he's streaming tomorrow morning, actually. I don't know if he announced anything, but, he told me, and he told us at least, that he's gonna be streaming, I think, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday mornings now. Like, 8:30 to 2. So if y'all are working and you want to hang out and just, yeah, watch him play or hang out and see what he's saying, see what's going on, that's what he'll be doing for a while. Let's go this way. Okay, this goes this way. Don't move my laptop. And then I am debating doing anything. What the heck? This one's not. I am debating doing any streaming during the day or not. I definitely have the schedule to stream whenever I want, But I don't know. I don't know what's a good time to stream, I guess. Okay, this here. There we go. So right now, I really only stream crafting stuff, but I do want to play other games, especially Harvest Moon and my farm games. And that I have no idea when I would stream, or if I just stream that instead of this stuff. But this gives me like an actual time where I'm like, okay, I need to create things, which helps my brain, because otherwise I'll kind of be lazy or not do a lot of stuff. So I have to balance when I'm doing what. Oh, did I not put glue on this side? There we go. Good enough. Okay, there we go. Okay. Dokie. Okay. This is slightly unaligned, so I have to fix this. Push things the other way. Sometimes it's hard. My sisters told me I need to get like a wooden block stencil for this so everything lines up perfectly, but I'm like, how am I going to carve wooden blocks and things? I'm like, that sounds like a lot, and I don't know where I'm going to be getting the materials and stuff to do that. So right now, I'm just doing it fully by hand. Yeah, it works good enough. Okay, now we do this part. Okay. It's dookie. Get some more. Dun, 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 dun. I saw my doggy this weekend, which was very fun. I saw my Lou. I think she's 12 this year. I think our dog is 12. So she is becoming an old lady dog. She's a dark brown or black Kaiken, we think. We adopted her, but she looks most closely like she'd be a Kaiken, which is... Oh my goodness, how do we even describe what she is? I believe they come from Japan. So they kind of have somewhat similar characteristics to like an Akita. Kind of. They're also kind of like the type of dog like a Shiba or Akita where they have almost like a specific type of fur pattern down their spine. It's not like super noticeable, but it's a little bit more textured than other dogs, other long hairs. And so she's a dark little doggy, and she's getting old, so she's getting gray. Her face is now white and gray, and she's got gray tufts around her face, but she's still cute. And she was being a big poop this weekend because we had family over, and she's a big anxiety dog. She gets so anxious whenever people come over, even though she knows everyone, because it was really just us, some cousins, and a couple like other people that came over, but she knows everybody. She's a big chicken, and we let her out in the backyard because she's a very fluffy dog. Like, how fluffy is she? She's a winter dog for sure. She's, dog equal chicken. She's a big chicken dog. She really is. Would not come in at all. She's a winter dog, like, not as fluffy as a husky, but basically will do the same thing. Like, we'll just sit in snow and we'll want to be outside in the cold for hours. But not yesterday, the other day, I think it was Saturday, she literally wouldn't come inside at all. Even in the morning, like when it was just like the five of us, like us three and then our parents at home, I would call her inside, and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna be inside for like 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna wait by the door for somebody to open the door again. I want to go outside. I'm like, okay, whatever you do, sir. But then when everybody started coming in, usually she's not that nervous and not that big of a chicken, but she just stayed outside, even though she had so much opportunity to eat food, because my dad would have gave her so much food when we had hot pot. I love huskies, and oh my god, I want an Australian Shepherd so bad. That's the type of dog I want. But I'm probably gonna end up adopting a dog. I don't think I want a purebred. I don't know, something about dogs being bred. It's kind of like, I'd rather adopt a dog. Get a dog out of a shelter instead. Because if they're already bred, they're gonna go to a home. Like, someone's gonna buy them anyway. But if they're in a shelter, sometimes they don't make it out of the shelter. So I think I'd rather just have a shelter dog. But if I get lucky and I get an Australian Shepherd shelter dog, then that's a big win. When we were getting our dog Luna, literally my sister spent hours and hours online just scrolling through like Pet Finder or whatever.com to find like Luna, and then she's finally like, yep, this is the one, we're getting this dog. And then me and my dad drove like 2 states over to go pick her up. Yeah. I think we picked her up in Maryland? I don't even remember, but I know, no, we picked her up in Connecticut. So the story of our dog, like the reason why the shelter found her and all is she was found roaming the streets of Arkansas. I don't know, I guess just like looking for food. And we adopted her when she was about like 10 months old. So she was pretty young. She was still a puppy. And they just found her roaming the streets of Arkansas looking for food. I don't know. Found her, and we found her on the website. So they kind of like shipped her up to Connecticut because that's where a really big dog pickup was happening. And me and my dad drove like 3 hours. We went to Connecticut at like 8 in the morning or something and picked her up. So we like drove really early. And she was so scared. She was so cute. She was just a pup. And I don't know if any of you guys have dogs, but sometimes when you get a new dog, especially when you adopt a dog, they're like, if you get some type of like stuffed animal or like a collar or a bandana, something like that, and if you sleep with it for a few nights, your scent will go on that item. That way, when you give the item to the dog, you have a dog! What kind of dog do you have? I love dogs. I would have a cat too, but cats give me way more allergies, so doggos are okay. Cats literally will have me wheezing. Like my asthma will start going. Ooh, you have a boxer. You got a little guy. Wait, boxers? Am I thinking of pugs? No, not pugs. Boxer. How big are boxers? Boxer doggos. How big are boxers? They aren't small. Oh, okay. Okay, it is this type of dog. Oh. Yeah, I know they're like muscular looking. Is your dog swole? You got a muscular dog. Okay, I didn't put it on this side, so I put it on this side. Kind of medium sized. Wait, what were we saying about doggos? I don't remember. Oh, the thing about like, she's 12. Oh no, she's also 12. She's also an oldie. Well, if she's medium sized, hopefully, yeah. I mean, medium small, they live a little longer. I know our last dog, she was medium large, and I think she passed when she was around 12. But if they're like medium small, they definitely live towards like 14, 15, which is nice. Dogs pass away too soon. They're too valuable to pass away. Oh, but yeah, so when we got Luna, our pup, they say to like sleep with something that you're gonna give with her so it smells like you, so she's like familiar with it. So my dad was sleeping with this little like red dragon stuffed squeaker toy for like a week, which is really, really funny because our dad is like the type of guy that's like, I don't like cartoons, I don't like toys, I don't like children's things. He's like, he would never, but but my dad also loves dogs, and I think he was very excited to have a dog after not having one for several months because our first dog passed, so he ended up sleeping with this stuffed animal for a week. And then the second she got it, she destroyed it. She tore that thing to pieces, and I'm like, this is honestly hilarious. I'm so sorry that she destroyed your feelings, but this is so funny. Yeah, little rambunctious dogs. She's like, she's also like torn up kind of like other animals too. So like, my mom is always like, she likes to protect the backyard. So whenever she sees squirrels, she goes and runs at them and attacks them. Or she sees birds and she runs at them and attacks them. And then, she's actually attacked baby bunnies before, which this one was very, very sad. She has attacked baby bunnies. They're bunnies that just live under our shed in the backyard, in like the corner of our backyard. And, in the spring when they're little and all that, she'll chase the bunnies, but I think she chased one once, a little one, and then she bit it, and then my brother brought it home and he brought it in, but the bunny was like, it wasn't doing good, and I think he took it to the vet, but I think it didn't end well. He couldn't nurse the bunny back the whole way, I think. But our little dog, well, I guess she's not that little. She's like a good medium. She's 50 pounds, so yeah, she's not like medium small. She's like medium. Yeah, the bun passed away. It was really sad, but my brother nursed it for a while, and he took it to the vet, and the vet gave it some medicine and some milk for the bun. It was a really cute bun. If you ask him for a pic, he definitely has a pic still. Maybe he'll post it in the chat. But yeah, our dog will, when she was younger at least, she would destroy things a little bit. Or like toys, not personal things. Destroy toys and aggressively chase other animals in her territory because it's her territory. You can't go there. So she destroyed the dragon, and then I sewed the dragon back together, and then she proceeded to destroy it again in the same week. So that was very, very funny. But it's okay. I think my dad is like her second favorite, I would say. Flame is actually her first favorite. He's the one that really like trained her. He buckled down and trained her. She's a very well behaved doggo. She responds to everything he says. Like he's her person for sure. And then my dad is her buddy because he feeds her so much food. But she doesn't always listen to my dad. She will always listen to Flame. Anytime he tells her to do anything, she'll do it immediately. He trained her to walk without a leash, like very, very early on. I mean, definitely helps that she's an extremely food motivated dog, so she'll do anything for treats. But it's beneficial because whenever I go home and I walk her, or my sister goes home and walks her, we don't need to use a leash. We just go outside and she runs. She's also, I'd say she's a smart pup because he trained her to, we have this little bell that's attached to our back door, like the doorknob there. And anytime she wants to go to the bathroom, she knows she has to, like she wants to go out, she knows she has to ring the bell. So it's really easy. She just kind of like goes to the door, she boops it with her nose, she rings the bell or whatever. And yeah, she's just a smart little pup. She knows how to communicate with us. And then he told me recently that she's been doing this new thing where if Flame is playing games in his room, it's, it's not close to the back door. I didn't know. He's good at dog training at least. Or Vespi just picked a really good dog. One or the other. But yeah, she's a very smart dog. I feel like she recognizes patterns pretty well. So another thing she does is he walks her really late sometimes. He's walked her at like 2 a.m. But she's usually like around 11 p.m. or usually 10 p.m. She wants to go for a walk and she will start to make it known. So if my dad's not home to walk her, she will bust into my brother's room. It's funny. She will like bust through the doors. If you leave the door open a crack, she sticks her snoot in. She opens a little bit and then she busts through. But what she does, he's been saying, is she'll come into his room really excited with a lot of energy and like boop him a lot on like the leg or whatever to get his attention, and she'll just do that until she gets his attention and he's like, oh, it's that time, you want to go out. And it's just really funny because she's like older. She doesn't really. What was that sound? Was that the music? What was that? Something happened. I have no idea what just happened. But yeah, she's just a smart little pup. She knows who to go to for walks whenever things happen. Hi, hello. How's everything going? Oh, why is this cut off a little bit? I can't see anything. I see Elder though. Hello, Elder. We're just hanging out, making some crafts, talking about my doggy. I love my doggy. Okay, now I need to do... Oh, no, I'll do this first. I'll do this first so it's easier for me. Oh, is the glue stuck? Nope, the glue is not stuck. Okay, good. Put this here. I think this glue holds better than the other one. This what I have been seeing, because this one is actual crafting glue and the other one is just Elmer's glue, which is honestly fine because I just use paper, but this one's better. Doing good. Bundled up in blankets though. Oh, that was me earlier today. It got cold in my apartment, so I doubled up in 2 blankets and I sat and I was doing some crafts and I was listening to an audiobook and it was peak, honestly, not gonna lie. It was very nice. I want to physically read more because I know it's good for my brain, and my brain is probably slowly dying because I'm dumb. But if I do crafts, I can't read. That's not how it works. I need my eyes and my hands. So I've been listening to audiobooks more instead, and I started listening to this one. It is honestly probably one of my more favorites recently. It's what the heck is it called? It's called Gods Behaving Badly. Ooh, this book is fun-y. So it's about the book is about the Greek gods. I really hope it's Greek and not Roman. I'm pretty sure it's Greek. I'm really bad at history. So sorry. But it's about the gods, and they are now living in modern times. And in the book, right now I'm about halfway through. It's about they're living in modern times and how a lot of people nowadays don't believe in gods anymore. Or if they believe in gods, they might believe in other gods that aren't, like Apollo, Athena, Zeus, like those types of gods. So, they're now believing in Jesus or whatever else. And because they're believing in other gods, the Greek gods are losing power. So, they're losing power. They no longer live in Olympus. They now live in London in this really old house, and all of them live together. Or all of the main ones live together. The side ones, they live in different countries doing their own thing. But all the main ones live together. So it's like a house of over a dozen gods. And it's very funny because the story is mostly about them behaving badly and them fucking with each other. So, wait, I need to focus for a second. Cannot multitask too deeply. Okay. So it's about them fucking with each other. And basically, what happens is Apollo, the god of the sun, however the phrasing is, he is just he's not good. He's not good boy. He goes around obviously trying to get with a bunch of girls, but when they reject him, he will turn them into trees. I don't know actual mythology. I don't know if this is part of the real lore, but it's part of this book and it is so funny. So whenever he gets rejected by a girl, which is truly not often because he's a god, so he's supposed to be very handsome, he will turn a woman into a tree. And basically his twin sister, oh my god, what's her name? There's so many names. It's hard to remember. But his twin sister finds out, and she's like, what the fuck, bro? You can't just be turning mortals into trees every time you get rejected. That's not how this works. And she gets mad at him. She's like, you can't do harm to any more mortals, and she makes him swear on it. And since he's not allowed to hurt any more mortals, basically what happens is Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, I believe, she decides to fuck with him a bit. And she fucks with him, and she gets one of the other gods to shoot him with an arrow, to make him fall in love with a mortal. And then, that same god is supposed to then shoot that mortal woman with an arrow to make her hate him, which is absolutely hilarious. He ends up backing out last minute. Cupid arrow on a goddess, exactly. But it's god to god, which is the funniest part. So, he ends up shooting Apollo with an arrow, and he makes him fall in love with this cleaner lady. But then he backs out last second. He's he's kind of it's one thing to make somebody fall in love with someone, but it's another thing to make somebody hate someone, involuntarily. So he's I can't do it. So he pulls out last second, but Apollo ends up falling in love with this cleaner lady. And basically, the story starts morphing around, what happens between him and her. The cleaning lady is also in love with one of her best friends. like a human. So like it's like the complexities of that, but also he's like a god. He's kind of just like, well, I should be able to like be with you and like fuck you and all that stuff. Like I'm a god, and she's just like this passive little cleaning lady. She ends up cleaning their house because all the gods live together. She ends up cleaning their house. So then like he sees her every day, and oh my god, it is crazy. It is also very, very funny. I highly recommend it. If anyone wait, which one did I do first? Maybe I'll do this one. If anyone uses Libby is a free audiobook app. It's what's this? Oh, that's okay. That's okay already. Okay, but Libby is a free audiobook app. Is connected to all public libraries here in the States. And as long as you have a library card, and library cards are, free everywhere, essentially, you can put in your library card number into the app, and then you can get a bunch of free audiobooks. So, like, for me, it's hard to find time for an additional hobby like reading. Be advised, this is not a sponsor. It is not a sponsor. They definitely would not pay. It's a free thing, but it's free and it's good to use, and everyone should know about it because finding time to read is hard. I don't have time for another hobby. I already don't have enough time to do basic life things because I'm bad at timing things. But listening to audiobooks while doing things like crafting is very, very fun. So yeah, I highly recommend Libby, good shit. And then highly recommend that audiobook, or the book, if you want to read it. It's called God's Behaving Badly. And then, also, side note, because my friend does this. My friend has moved a lot in the past, 3 years. And every time she moves, she gets a new library card. If you get a new library card in another town, another state, whatever it is, you get access to that library's audiobooks too, which is also sick. So if you have friends that live in other places and have library cards, just ask them for their PIN so you could put it in on the Libby app, and then you can get even more audiobooks, and then you never have to pay for something like, what is it, the Kindle Audible? I think that's what it's called, Audible, by Amazon. It's just a nice way to save money and still listen to stuff and hear good stories. I'm in a little book club, and this is the book that we're doing right now. Yeah, Audible. I ain't trying to pay for that stuff when I can get it for free. But yeah, I'm in a little book club. I don't really read, but I listen. And after reading several books and being socially held to the standard of actually following through with the books, I feel like this is definitely my favorite genre, which I've never thought of before, but just some type of comedic fiction is definitely my favorite type of genre. Growing up, I feel like I read a lot of manga, watched a lot of anime, and a lot of that stuff I like is the shonen type, where it's more action, adventure. Because, things are moving, things are happening, so I can get invested in it. But also, I think the more I just, watch or read things, I just want to watch and laugh. I just want to be entertained. So, the next book I decide to listen to or read or whatever it's gotta be something comedic. Because this book is funny. The shit that these gods are doing to each other, it's also funny because they're siblings, so they're really they're just we're related and we're gods, I'm gonna fuck with you, is very interesting. So if anyone knows any funny books, throw it in the chat, because I am seeking a new funny book in probably the next week or two. Something that will make me laugh. Okay, so this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Do I put the little ones on? Out of my mind. That's okay. Reading is hard sometimes. It takes up so much time. Unless you're in a city on a train and you're doing that thing and you're reading on a train. I can't read on a train. I'll get sick. I'll get so sick. I get motion sickness rather easily. I used to really like roller coasters, and now I can't do it anymore. It's not funny. It's actually very sad. Out of My Mind? Wait, what is very sad? Oh, Out of My Mind is a book! Okay, I thought you were saying you're out of your mind. Or reading is not for you. Out of My Mind. Out of My Mind. Well, what's the synopsis? 11-year-old girl, oh no, cerebral palsy who has a, okay, photographic memory but cannot speak, walk, or write. Oh my goodness. Book follows her struggle. Is this real? Is this based on a real story? Delivered by others. Damn, she can't read or... Wait, no, not... She can't speak, walk, or write. I believe so, yes. That sounds very sad. Oh no. I just finished reading... I keep saying reading. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't read it. I listened to it. Oh, but she's smart as fuck. Sounds like she is. Yeah. She's got a photographic memory. She's gonna remember everything. She's gonna know everything in the world. I just finished listening to a sad book. If anyone's heard of Crying in H Mart, that book is sad. It's about this half Korean, half white American girl who has a very complicated relationship with her Korean mother, and basically her Korean mother ends up having cancer and she ends up passing away. And the book is it tells about their relationship growing up. It tells about how different they are, because the girl wants to be a rock star, and her Korean mother is just why? Please do something else kind of vibes. And she ends up becoming a low scale rock star. If you look her up, she is real. I don't remember what her name is. Her name is Michelle Zenger, I want to say. But it's so sad because literally the opening of the book is the saddest thing ever. She talks about how she would go and buy groceries with her mother all the time, and now whenever she goes to H Mart and she sees these other families in H Mart, and she sees these other daughters with their mothers eating food in the food courts, she's like, I just start bursting out into tears. She's like, why did it have to be my mother? I know it's unfair to wish it on somebody else, but she's like, I had such little time with her. We just started having a good relationship, and then her mother ends up passing away. It's so sad. And then her father, oh my god. Her father really... Oh, it's crazy. You can't quantify loss. You really can't. But her father tries to act like I lost my wife, I lost my best friends. You'll never know what that's like. And he says that to his daughter. And I'm like, that's insane. I think the mother dies when the daughter, who's the main character, is in her, I want to say mid-20s, is when the mom passes away. And just for her father to say to her, you'll never understand my loss. It's you can't say that. Yes, you lost your wife, and that's totally valid, but she lost her mother. That's also, you can't compare relationships like that, but at the very least, you need to acknowledge that you're both losing somebody who's a part of your nuclear family. You can't compare that, and you shouldn't be saying stuff like that, let alone your daughter. Oh no, remove space. Space. Nope. Aha. Space. Nope. Didn't work. I don't do that. What? I need to ask somebody how to do this next time. I'm too technologically challenged to understand it. Space. Space. Nope. Oh. What's going on? Watch. Show. Alright, something happened. I don't know what. Hello. So yeah, those are the two more recent books I have consumed. I say consumed because I can't say read because I listened to them. I guess I could say listen to. And then what else? Oh, I listened to this really good one earlier this year. It was called Adeline? The Hidden Life of Addie? The Hidden Life of Addie. I think that was the book. Okay. I also listened to The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue earlier this year. That one was Very, very cool. It is about, ooh, oh, you know that one? That one I really liked. Did you read it? Like, do you know what happens? Or you just like heard about it? Like, what's the stats? What's the status of that one? That one had me like, I started reading it and then I couldn't read. I'm a slow reader. I couldn't read fast enough, so then I finished it by listening to it, and oh, so good. She can't make any friends or anything because everyone forgets her immediately. Yeah, it's that one. It's so good. Are you gonna read it? Do you care if I say what happens? It's so good. Where'd the little bead go? Oh, it's on my finger. Is this dry yet? Nope, not dry. Is this dry? Nope, not dry. Nothing's dry. Alright, I can't put these beads on until it dries. So I put them back. My mom read it. I want it eventually, but I don't mind a spoiler. Okay, okay. So yeah, it's... Wait, let me grab some pieces so I know what I'm doing. What am I doing? What am I doing now? Why do I have so many of these pieces? Oh, it's because I'm a little dumb, but it's okay. It's better to have more than one. Okay, let me... Wait. I'm gonna grab more paper so I can do stuff. Okay. Okay. I have more stuff. Wait, what color should I do? I'll do light green this time. So, the story is... Yes, it's about... Okay, so it's about this girl. I think she lives in like this 1700s France or something like that. And her name is Adeline. And she becomes of age to get married, but she's like, I don't want to get fucking married. And they set her up with like some other boy in town or something. And I think she's like in her mid-20s. She's probably like 25, 26. And her parents set her up. They're like, no, it's time for you to get married. And her father is very loving. Her mother is not. Her mother is like very strict. They're like, you need to get married now. She's like, I want to get married. Why would I want to get married to somebody so boring? I don't want to get married and have to stay here for the rest of my life. And she has a best friend who lives in town and is her same age, and she's married, and she already has like 3 kids, and then she sees her best friend with all like her 3 kids, and she's like, you look so tired. She's like, why would I want that for myself? She's like, I'm young and I want to like explore the world. I don't want to settle down and get married to somebody I don't even care about and have kids and be like be like you, like so tired. So what she ends up doing is the day of her marriage, her wedding, she ends up, she goes like outside. She's already dressed in white. It's supposed to be like a sunset wedding or whatever. She goes out, and then before she actually like walks off her house property with her parents, she's like, hold on, I forgot something. Let me run real quick back inside to get it. And her mom's like, are you sure? I can get it for you. She's like, no, let me get it. And she runs back inside and she runs through the house. She runs through the house to the back door, and she runs out the other side of the house, and they live in like this, imagine this very small little French village or something, not even a town, like more of a village, and it's by a forest, and she runs into the forest. She's heard myths before from like the crazy little old lady in town. She's heard myths before that there are gods in everything. There's gods in the river, there's gods in the forest, there's gods of the night, and she's like, you can pray to them and wish for things, and if you wish for them, sometimes they come true. And this old lady was like telling her this like as she grows up, and she warns her though, like, if you make a wish, you can't make a wish to a god at night, because that's when like the evil gods come out, basically. So Addie, the main character, has been praying to these gods, to like the river gods or to like the forest gods and things like that. She's like, please, like, let me get out of this marriage, because her parents had set her up like several weeks in advance or whatever. And she's praying to them, but no god is answering her prayers. So like as a last ditch resort, she runs out of the house at sunset. She runs into the forest, and what she does is, her father is a woodsmaker. He's like a craftsman, and he crafted her this very special ring for her made out of wood at some point. And what she does is, whenever you pray to a god, you're supposed to give them something, like give them some of your favorite clothing or a favorite jewelry or something of value to her. So what she does is she runs into the forest at sunset, and she runs deep into it and she prays to the quote unquote forest god or so, and she asks, please, like, let me be able to live without like being married and like without this situation happening. And she buries her father's ring into the earth, and then the god comes out, and he comes out as this very smoky like figure, and he creates himself as, I think he's, in the first instance she meets him, he's just smoke. He's just smoke in a voice, and he's speaking to her, and he's whispering to her, and he's like, he tells her like, I can make your wish come true, and then but you have to make the deal with me or whatever. So she makes the deal with him, and basically that's what the deal is that you mentioned. It's like she can't make any friends, and people always forget her. The deal is that people will only ever remember you for a day. That's how like the rule of the story works, basically. So when she pleads to the god, she's like, I need more time. Like, I don't want to spend my life and waste my time with somebody and have kids that I don't want. So part of like the bargain and deal she makes with him is that she wants like more time because she wants to live her life. So he's like, you'll have all the time that you want forever. And that's all he tells her. But the caveat is that no one will ever remember her past one day. So as soon as they go to sleep and they wake up again, they will forget her. I remember my mom telling me she could make a friend, then walk out the door back in, and they don't. Yeah, that's another part of it. So there's some instances where she meets people throughout the book and she spends the entire day with them. Like, she meets this French boy at some point and she kind of falls in love with him. They spend a day together and it's like amazing. They end up going home together and they sleep together, and they never like are in separate rooms, so like the door thing never happens. But the second that he goes to sleep and she wakes up, then he doesn't remember her again. She couldn't take pics because she can't take pictures either. She can't take pictures and she's not in any mirrors, kind of like a vampire. But yeah, it is the door thing too. Anytime like you're completely out of sight, you're fully out of mind. Like fully, you have left her mind. And the story is so good because no one can remember her. She goes from living in the 1700s to modern day. And a bulk of the story happens in New York City. So she decides to live in New York City. That's where she goes because another part of her existence is she is not able to own any property or any home. Because if you think about it, if she owns a home or anything like that, somebody's going to come around. They're going to be like, who are you? Why do you live here? This property doesn't belong to you. Like, I've sold this property or something like that. So she is not able to have any place that she can call home or go back to, which is another like very interesting layer to it. The whole point of the story is that like no one is ever able to remember her. She's not able to leave any type of physical presence on this world. So she can't have any home. So she, in more modern times, she decides to travel to New York City because it's New York City. There's no rules. It's easier for her to like meet people at clubs and stay over someone's place. So she has somewhere to just sleep, have a roof over her head. So she does that quite a bit. And to get deeper into the story, throughout the years, he's basically the devil, like this dark god. He's basically the devil. Every like several decades, he visits her because a part of the deal is that like, I will make it so you have an infinite amount of time. Whenever you're done though, like whenever you're tired and you're done, come back to me and your soul will be mine. So she sells her soul to him. So he visits her every like at first he visits her every year or so because he's like, oh, she's gonna get tired fast. But then she doesn't get tired, and it's like 250 plus years later, so he starts visiting her every decade. And then I think like one of the longest sprints he goes is like, he doesn't visit her for like 80 years or something like that. And it's kind of like he's trying to drive her into madness. But it's so interesting because their relationship evolves because he's clearly the only one that remembers her. So it becomes a very love-hate relationship between the two of them because he obviously just wants her soul. And while she hates him for the curse, she also is in a way fond of him because he's the only one that can ever remember her. He's the only one that will know like her true name and her true story. So it's a very interesting dynamic between these two characters. And as the story progresses, he no longer visits her like kind of out of malice as much. Like he visits her and he's like, let's go and have like a night out. And he takes her to see a show that she loves, or like he takes her to like an extravagant dinner and things like this. And it's almost like he's courting her. Like it's very interesting. But what happens in the middle of this is she meets a boy in New York City who does remember her. So what happens is she goes to a bookstore and she wants to steal, you know, she doesn't have any money. She can't have a job, anything like that. She can't really have possessions. So what she does is she goes to a bookstore. Yeah. She literally can't have anything except for like the clothes off of her back. She's tried to have a house before, and I don't remember if it burned down or if the devil came and literally wiped all the things away, all of her possessions away, and made them disappear. So she really just can't accumulate or have things, really. I think she can kind of have books for a short period of time, but that's it. So she goes to a bookstore because she wants to find some book or whatever the heck, and she walks in. The boy at the counter, the clerk, says, "Hi, welcome, please peruse," and then she grabs a book. And she's now out of his sight, which means that he should forget her. She grabs a book off the shelf and she just walks out. And then he starts yelling at her. And she's like, oh, it's fine. I'm going to walk out. And the second I close the door, then he will actually forget me and he'll stop yelling at me and chasing me and pursuing me. Except she closes the door, she slams the door and she starts walking away. And then he opens the door and he's like, "Hey, you, like, come back here. You stole that book." And she's like in utter shock because she's like, how do you remember me? Like, she's just like, what? So she's like freaking out. She's never been caught. She has been caught stealing, but it's not typically long lived, obviously, but she's like freaking out. She's like, one, well, I'm so shocked that you remember me, but two, I'm like, oh, I stole a book. And what happens is he ends up bringing her back in the store and she's shocked. She doesn't know what to do. And she's just like, "I'm sorry, I didn't have any money, but I really wanted the book." He's like, it's okay. You can have the book. So he ends up letting her keep the book. And they end up like starting to talk basically. And when she initially went into the store, she had chatted with him briefly upon entering the store. Just like words of passing. But then she was also chatting to the store clerk's friend. So the boy had a friend who was chilling by the front desk. And that girl was like, "I've never seen her before. What are you talking about? She stole a book." And this is all within like the same immediate scene, which is like really freaky because like obviously Addie is just like, okay, it's not like the curse has been lifted, but you can remember me. Yeah, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. So that happens and they start chatting and I don't know, like I wouldn't say necessarily hitting it off, but like, she apologized and things were smoothed over and they end up just like settling on meeting up again or something. So she's extremely happy because somebody now finally remembers her and he's able to say her name and remember her. So they start forming a relationship. They eventually start dating and she's so happy, but she's also a part of her is extremely paranoid because at a point he's just like, "I want you to meet my friends." And she's like, no, no, like I'm busy this weekend. Like I can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. And she fakes like having a life, like she fakes having a family, she fakes having a job, having a day job, and that's why she's busy. But eventually she ends up going to like a housewarming party or something with him and some of his friends. And she's so nervous, but she's telling herself it's gonna be fine, like he's here, so I'm gonna be fine. She goes to the housewarming party and all of his friends are so nice, they're so sweet to her, they're having a great time. But then one of the friends goes to the bathroom or something and then he comes back and he's just like, "Oh, who's this? Like who's sitting over there next to Henry?" And Henry, who's like the boyfriend, is just like, "Haha, what do you mean? This is Addie. You've been talking to her all night." And he's just like, "No, I haven't." And then like the other people are just like, "Yes, you have." But then like, and I think the first person shrugs it off, but then like another person leaves and the same thing happens again. And then the boyfriend starts getting mad. He's like, "Why are you guys doing this? Like, stop treating her like this. I know she's new to our friend group, but like she's really important to me. Stop treating her like you don't know her. You've been talking to her for hours, and basically it starts snowballing. So she ends up leaving because she's kind of like, I don't know if she's crying, but she's just like, I need to leave. Like, I can't be here. This is exactly what I was like terrified of. So that happens, and then he ends up, she leaves kind of tearfully, and he goes and obviously like chases after her or whatever. And then that's when she tells him that she's cursed. So she tells him exactly what happened the night when she ran out of the house and how like the devil came and made a deal with her for her soul. And then he says, after you like process everything, he says, I think I know why I'm the only one who can remember you. And then you find out that he's also cursed. So basically the devil's curse cancels both of their curses out, which is why he can remember her. And his curse is, yeah, it's so, the story is really good. It's kind of a long story because it takes you through a lot of time. She has 250 years of life, so it takes you through like that stuff. But once you get to the current times, it's so good. So you find out that he's also cursed, and then you learn more about his backstory. So his backstory is that like his older brother's a doctor. He's the favorite. He's the perfect boy in the family. His younger sister is like the cute, innocent one, or like everybody loves her. She's got so much charm. And then there's just Henry. He's just there, and he's never enough. Like he's the middle child or whatever. He's never enough. So, he eventually meets with the devil at some point. The devil like comes to him when he's at like a very weak and vulnerable point. And he's like, oh, poor Henry. The middle child, you'll never live up to being like your brother, and you'll never be as charming as your sister. And he like ends up making a deal with him after like he plays into the devil's, the devil's rhymes, whatever you want to call it. And his curse is that you'll always be enough in everyone's eyes. So anytime he goes to an interview, for example, they will love him and then they will offer him the job. Or anytime he goes to a coffee store and buys some coffee, oh, the girl barista, she'll think he's so cute and so lovely, and she'll give him free coffee. And it's like a lot of things like this. It's like anytime that he looks at somebody new, their eyes literally glisten. Like they glisten and they sparkle and they're clouded. And he's like, I know I'm not talking to the real you. And at first it's like fantastic because he's like, oh, I'm actually noticed by people. They actually like care about me, and they don't, like, I'm enough for them, right? I'm enough for them even just as a person, maybe not as like a partner or a friend, but I'm just enough for them. And then after a while it gets to a point where obviously it becomes, not to say shallow, but it becomes very fake, and he gets depressed about it because he's like, I'll never know what people really think about me anymore. I just always have their favor. And he ends up getting offered a really good job at a university, but he declines it because he's like, I know I didn't deserve this. But when he talks to Addie, he sees in her eyes that her eyes aren't clouded. There's no weird sparkle. They don't get cloudy and foggy. He knows that he's actually just talking to her. So that's also like a reason why they like kind of fall in love like deeper, I guess you could say, because they both truly know what the other one is going through. So that's his curse, and the caveat for his curse is that he only has 1 year to live. And that was a crazy, like, plot twist or ploy, whatever you want to say. That was a crazy deal that he made. He was so depressed that he was, I believe, gonna jump off. Yeah, oh dear. He was, like, gonna jump off of, like, a roof and, like, commit suicide. That's how depressed he was when the devil found him. So he's like, I don't even care. Oh, he was really depressed because he was dating this girl. He was dating her for multiple years. He proposed to her and she said no. So that's why he was so depressed, because he's like, I'll never be enough. And then that's when the devil found him and made the deal. Because he was so sad, he's just like, you can have a year. I'll have a year left and it will mean nothing and it's fine. So that's the deal he makes with the devil. He ends up finding Addie and falling in love with her when he's already like, I think 7 months in, or maybe even 9 months in. So she spends like a summer with him and then he's supposed to die. And he's like really reluctant to tell her the flip side of his curse, but he does eventually tell her, and then obviously like she gets really sad too, and they're just kind of like espresso depresso together for valid reasons. But what happens is like within the last week or so of his life, she ends up calling out to the devil. She's like, I want to see you. I want to see you. You need to remove Henry's curse or whatever. Like her boyfriend's curse, right? She's like, you need to remove it. He's a good person. He doesn't deserve this. Please, he's not like me who wanted everything. He was destroyed when he made the deal with you. And then the devil's obviously just like, that's not how it works. I made a deal with him. He said yes. I get his soul now. So she ends up kind of being like, well, what do you want? And the devil is like, I want you. And she's kind of like, okay, you want my soul, but she's really reluctant to give it to him. Not for not because she's per se afraid of dying, but she's really reluctant to give it to him because she's been fighting him for like 250 years. And she doesn't want to give up like the battle kind of thing. So she's like, I'll give you anything like but that or whatever. But my soul, basically. And he kind of then like is like, well, that's all I want. And then she's like, what if I make a new deal with you instead? And they end up, oh my God, there's so much, oh, I'm sorry. There's so much more to her relationship with the devil though, because within the 250 years, after that like dry spell of 80 years where he doesn't visit her, he ends up visiting her all the time. They end up having a house together, her and the devil. They end up living together. They end up like fucking like every day. They end up like becoming like an item. And he gives her like anything he wants because he can control people. He can control time. He can manifest food and luxury and literally anything. Fucking every day. Yep, they were a thing, right? Because he's the only one that remembers her, and at the same time, sounds annoying. I mean, hey, they were having a good time. I don't know, but what was they saying? It's really because while he's the only one that remembers her, she's also the only one that really remembers him in a way. Like, he's going around making deals with everybody, like cursing people and all that stuff, but they all end up dying, you know? They're not long-lived. Like, Henry's contract was for a year. She's the only one who he's been, like, able to have any type of repertoire, any conversation, any relationship with over centuries. So they end up like having a relationship. They end up having a home with each other. And I don't remember how long, it's at least 6 months that they spend together. And it's such a love-hate relationship. It's so interesting. So basically, at some point towards the end of them having a home together, he takes her out maybe for like an anniversary dinner. I have no idea. And he takes her out on a fantastic evening. But then at the end, he's like, I need to ask you something. And he asks to have her forever or something like that. But it's what he really means is like, can I have your soul now? Like, I gave you such a nice life with me and you were so happy. Can I have your soul now? And then like her world shatters. She's like, you didn't love me. Like, this meant nothing. Even though you told me like you loved me all the time, blah, 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 blah. I mean, yeah, so basically she's just like, you're just the devil. You truly are nothing. So that's when she like leaves him. But then he still like every couple years now or more, still fairly frequently will visit her because he is, you know, it's so complicated because you can't tell if the devil is in love with her or he just wants her soul, but you know, he does want some type of companionship. So it's so complicated. I would honestly read it again just to like try to get a better grasp on it, but you know the author made it that way on purpose. So anyway, she ends up falling in love with the human Henry, and then the devil finds out about it, and he's like, why would I save him? Like, I only want you, whether it's your soul or to just like coexist with you. He's like, I'm not gonna save this human boy. But she ends up making a deal with him in the end where it's so specific. The wording is so interesting because it leaves loopholes open, but she ends up making a second deal with the devil. What was talking about it? No, it's just a book. It's just a book, Alfonso. It's a very good book, and Noms has heard of it. Nom's mom has told him about it, so they know. But oh my god, what is the deal that they make? The deal that they make is something like she has to be forever his or with him forever in order for the devil to free Henry, the human boy that's supposed to die in like a week. So she ends up agreeing to it. Henry, as a part of the deal though, Henry, let me think for a second. Henry is freed, and he is still remaining the only person that remembers who she is. Nobody, like, the memories he had with her do not disappear. And as they were going through life together, Henry and Addie, he decides to write everything down because he doesn't want to forget her because she's so afraid of being forgotten. So he writes everything. Is your fanfic famous? It is a famous book. It's called what is it called? Let me double check. It's called The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. But yeah, he writes all of their encounters. She tells him about her, like, 250 years of life, and he writes all of it down in multiple journals, and he also writes their time down together. And after she leaves, like, she's gone for good, what he ends up doing is he ends up taking those journals and actually he publishes it as a book called Addie. Because a part of her never being able to be remembered by anyone is that no one ever remembers her name. And her name is very, like, a name, somebody remembering you and your name is very sacred. And if that's taken away, like, it clearly, like, would affect you. So that is a huge thing that affected her, that for centuries, nobody would ever call her name and remember her name except for the devil. So he writes her whole biography and journal from the journal, and he names it Addie so she can hear her name wherever she is. What happens is the book ends up becoming like a bestseller, and people are like scrambling to go to the bookstore to pick up the book Addie. So it's kind of like a nice little sweet remark at the end. What's the name of the book? The name of the book is The Invisible Life of Addie, which is Addie LaRue, LaRue. Addie. Because her full name is Adeline, I believe. Addie, yeah, Adhai. So there's another part too. So the devil and Addie end up staying together, and they just like kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like they're married. It's so interesting. Like they will go to eat together, or they will go to bookstores together. It's so Andy. It's so interesting because you can't tell if he has to like love her to some capacity, but it's also so interesting because it's like the idea of, can the devil love? Is the devil capable of loving in general? And their relationship is so complex. It's so good. That was a good book I read or listened to because I don't read much. But yeah, now's that one. What's up, Alfonso? Were you listening to my sister? She's still streaming. I can't hear her, so I wouldn't know. I'm just making little crafties right now. That's it. I'm multitasking. What are you multitasking doing? Today's Monday. Are you on a night shift on Monday? Is that how this works? I feel like that keeps happening, but I could be wrong. Okay, I do this one. Multitasking, working, and studying. Is that what that means? I am not making double fruits. This is clearly a snowflake. What? I've been on night shift for 3 weeks. Well, hello. Hello there. How are you? Hi, Elf. When does night shift end, or does it never end? That's the real question. I need more good books to listen to, so I have things to do while I craft. Because fuck working. I don't like working. Working is hard. It requires brain power. This requires nothing. I'm supposed to write a proposal for work, and I feel like I should have finished it last week, and then I didn't. And I am stalling to do more, and I have to at least have it done by Thursday for my meeting with my boss. But I battle with being able to write things good. Or maybe not battle, maybe just struggle. My sister is the one that's good at writing. I am better at STEM. What is this? You have a boss? Is he hot? He is a she. Are you sad that he is a she? I don't know. You tell me. He is a she. She is very lovely. I love her so much. She saw me on the side of the road and like, you're gonna work for me. And I'm like, sweet. Now I work for her. I have to write a proposal, and then I have to see if she thinks it's fine, and then if it is, then I have to start submitting shit. Yeah, I kind of do feel like she picked me up on the side of the road. Well, I knew was I under the bridge? I was more like in the trash can, honestly. I was in the dirts. I was down bad. That's for sure. Struggling at my other job. Being sad. Day. And then she's like, I want you to help me with stuff. And I'm like, I would love to help you with stuff and leave this place. And now I work for her. That's pretty much it. Breathe if you need help. Can you hear me, like, breathing? Is that a weird question? Can you... I mean, you probably hear that, but... I wonder, because my sister always says these AirPods suck, so... No, don't worry. Okay, that's good. So, I don't breathe if I don't need help, which means I die, basically, is what you're saying. I do need water. That's a good thing to have. Okay, this better. Alfonso, how many hours a week do you work? Do you work, because you're a student, so you don't work full time. But you do 3 shifts? Is that like 24 hours a week? The only one we can hear breathing is your bro, because he always says, oh, does he? No way. He takes allergy shots, and allergy shots are supposed to make you not congested. I thought he had tinnitus like months ago. He should be fine now. Yeah, he always swerving. Ew, yucky. He's a yuck boy. I spent a lot of time this weekend helping him clean his room. Because he's a yuck boy. Many times. Many hours, I mean. But now it's clean. Thank friggin' God. We threw out so much shit. It was ridiculous. He had so much clothes from like years and years ago. So we bundled all that shit up and donated it. Well, actually, he still has to donate it. But, too much stuff. Too many things. And now, when my doggy hangs out in his room, she has room to hang out in his room, which is nice. I work 40 hours per week and you're a student? You work full time and you're a student? That's rough. That's a rough life. I have a couple friends who do that, and kudos to you. Couldn't do it. Oh, look who it is! It's Sister. I guess that means she's done streaming? Is that what that means? So famous, so many friends, so popular. Wow. Eepy. I'm sure you are. Cheating? Cheating on what? I saw her and decided to answer you. Oh. She doesn't want to talk to you. What time is it? Oh, it's 7 o'clock. I don't know. Maybe that's one of the things that there were so many things we were supposed to do this weekend, and we didn't do any of them. Like, Flame was supposed to teach me how to do stuff. He didn't teach me how to do really anything. And I feel like we were also supposed to do other stuff. Didn't have it. Didn't happen at all. Fixing the auto mod, that's one of them. I need to, you know what? I need to stick that somewhere. Fixing auto mod help with Flame. Just write that literally anywhere so I don't forget. Okay. Jubes decided because she slept the whole time we were down for Thanksgiving that she would have zoomies from 2 to 5 a.m. What if you just lock her out of the room, or is that bad? Little Jubes. Will she just meow the whole time if you lock her out? I bet she would. She likes to do that. But she's so cute. Time to promote someone to mod? Who would mod? I don't think anybody wants to do that. But me. Yeah, just let the cat go outside. As you siblings mod, I volunteer. Oh, cats are made for that. She will scream and scratch. Yeah, me, I'll be mod. This is something that I know nothing about, so take it up with my siblings, because I don't know how to promote someone to mod at all. As we have all experienced, I am extremely technologically inept. Thank you, I will not worry my little head. I don't know things, I don't want to know things, I'll let my brother do the things for me. That's how I've been living this streaming life so far. Let him do the things for me. Does it work? Not that much. I need to learn things. Blame I should be mods, not just I don't even know where he is right now. I called him like 4 times because my audio problems were so severely bad. And he did not answer. So I'm gonna go yell at him later. He better have been doing something friggin' important. He better have been on a call or something. I'd be angry. I'm not sure what I do. Right clock my name. And you? What? Right clock. Where am I right clicking your name? That's what I don't understand. Where I'm actually editing things on, because I use a different thing than you do. What? Why is she racist? What does this mean? Don't make her mod. Sorry, left click my name. No, on Twitch? Okay. Where to click your name on... I don't even see your name on Twitch. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't do things. Cause I don't know. Take her ID and put your left finger on her name. I still have no idea why I'm being called a monkey. Where the heck am I supposed to see her name? Go to my channel. I am on my channel. I see my live stream on the top. I don't see any list of people who are viewing right now, though. So, I only see the number 3. That's all I see. I'm baby streamer. I don't know anything. This will be something that we do next time. Because I don't know. Ah! What the heck did I just do? What the fuck? No! No! I clicked things and things got done. Do things. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. I don't see my chat on Twitch because I'm using Restream. Nah, I give up. I'll just ask him next time. Yeah, I can't see my chat here, so no idea. Thank you for calling it lovely. It is not a fruit. It is a snowflake. Snowflake. I'm not good at learning technological things. It's not in my DNA. I got mom's DNA for that stuff. That's for sure. Cause she doesn't know things either. She give me the You're wild, Solar. Okay. What am I gonna do? I think I'm going to just finish these two green ones and maybe stick them together. I'm trustworthy. Trust. Always trust someone that says they're trustworthy. Of course. Definitely not a scam. Definitely not. I have not eaten food yet. I should eat food soon. Okay, stick that there. Have you guys heard of my sister's book that she keeps in her brain before? Has she ever talked about it? Her book, her brain book? She was just yelling at me because she no. Okay, never mind. It's just book brain. She keeps a lot of things in her brain. It's pretty crazy. Like, pretty crazy. No, not that. No. Book brain, not BL. She also dabbles in music, and when she told me she was like creating stuff, no, should I not? No, she said no. When she told me she's like trying to create some music, I did. Ugh. So my sister, Vespertina, she grew up playing the flute until she decided no more. Wait, no. You played the flute for like a hot second, and you were also in chorus for many moons. So I thought she knew how to read music, because me and my brother both know how to read music. You don't know about technology, but you know, no. What a weeb. I never said I wasn't a weeb. Anyway, she keeps a lot of things in her brain. She doesn't know how to read music, so she just. Oh my god, I don't even know. She's crazy. She's trying to write a song, and she just keeps it in her brain, but she doesn't write it down anywhere, and she does not record herself singing it either. She just has it in her brain. I'm like, how do you not forget the tune in your brain? Sister, you're crazy for that. I told you that the other day. You're still crazy. And I also think you should learn how to read music, because it would probably help you. If not you, me or brother. Because I'm autistic properly, I don't think you're autistic. I have met you. You can talk to people. You are not socially inept. You do not have the tism. She can be the next Mozart or the next Bad Bunny. We will never know. Auntie Momo, when did I become an auntie? I didn't know I was that old. Will you do karaoke stream with the other two? I will. I do not have a microphone at the moment, so it will not happen until I have a microphone. Blame it down. Okay, that's why I'm your. I gotcha. That's why I'm your auntie. Okay. Do we say auntie or auntie? Well, Flame is piece of diddles, Dad. Ditos? Wow, I have a lot of extended family that I didn't know about then. Flame is demoted to the stinkiest of the siblings. You're saved this. Was she contender for the stinkiest sibling? I do have the tism. If you have the tism, you have very low level tism, not noticeable. It's okay. It's fine. We definitely all have something, because our mother definitely has OCD. No doubt. Maybe brother's the most normal one. Maybe. I take that back. I listen to the song all the time. You would think I know how it goes, but I don't. You're joking, right? Joking about what? Brother being the most normal one. He's not. I took it back. He's not. He's big, weird, stinky boy. We all have the sniffles, unfortunately. We all have the allergies. High functioning autism. Maybe. Maybe. I thought you said something about ADHD. Too. I've had that moment where I'm like, fuck, do I have ADHD? And then I think I cried a little bit. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll just keep living. I've been living for however many years and doing fine anyway. Yeah. Doctor told me? Ah. Good old Bill? That's savage. That's not good, but okay. Only the chancla, that's it. Only the chancla. High functioning autism. So how'd that go? How's that going? I don't know. How's it go eep at Vesp? Whoa. What time is it? She's probably gonna eat, not eep. I wonder if she ate already. Maybe she ate. I hate the shift. They are what? Need to work. They broke another thing. Aw, you ate? Okay, that's good. What did you eat? I exercised today, and the gym was disgustingly humid. I don't know what's wrong with the gym I go to. It's a bad place. It's a bad place. I always check when I enter the stream. She ate her leftovers. That's good. Okay, that's good. That's good. I think I still have like various Thanksgiving foods that I'm gonna eat. Slowly getting hungry. Okie rip. Put this down. Some glue. Check in your streams as I thank you. I can't, my eyes are so bad. Is your name Ditto Sor, okay. It's so bright, I can't see it. I am blind and technically inept. I got a lot of things fighting me right now. Or I guess always. Probably always. The bloodline is weak. Okay, these are done. Oh, these actually are these came out pretty nice. I like how these came out. I'm going to put them up. You can, you are pizza. Okay, your preferred choice. Only you're weak. Hey, I'm swole. Look how nice these came out. I'm so proud of them. Thank you, pizza. Wait, pizza, are you in high school? Is that correct? Why, thank you, sister. Sister and pizza. Correct. What year are you in? What month are we? We're in November. Oh, we're in December. Just kidding. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure. So then, are you a junior now, or are you senior? Because PSAT can be either year. A while back. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Shaping these little guys. Junior at the moment. So you're taking the SAT this year then? Do you know when you're taking it? I feel like the SAT the format has changed so much, I don't even know what the current format is anymore. Yeah, we gotta do another PSAT lesson. I could do that. I'd be down to talk about maps. I want to start tutoring again. Get some more cash monies. Oh, is this incorrect? Oh, this one is incorrect. Wait, how incorrect? Incorrect enough for me to fix it. Okay. I'm taking in April. Nah, I don't want to stress you guys out. I don't think it's stressing either of us out, to be completely honest. I like maps. I will talk about maps. How to fix this? No, fix this one is not thick enough. Made a big dumb move. Let's see. Ask cousin about her tutoring program. I know I should, but you know I don't really talk to cousin, so I haven't sparked up that conversation with her. She makes mad stack. I know she does, but I tried talking to that tutoring company once. look, I got sidetracked because I was working 2 jobs, but they also like never finished with my application. They were like contacting me. I had an interview. It was going well. Obviously, cousin referred me. And then they just like never finished up on the process at all. And I also didn't reach out because I started a second job, I think. So, speaking of cousins, Chat, Venice, and Momo are so embarrassed of me, they banned me from their Thanksgiving. I had no idea this happened. Well, were you there for our Thanksgiving stream? That's the real question. 'Cause I was there. All family invited. Where were you? What? You're welcome to join whenever. You want to meet our crazy little auntie. Okay, fix this. Aw, I think we streamed for a couple hours. We were so tired that day. I had an allergy attack. And sister and brother slept. It was quite a day indeed. Alright, fold this. Ah! Oh, I put glue on this, like a kind of dum-dums. Whatever. I'll just rip it. Oh no! Yeah, well, I was in an area with cat and dog and big dander, so I wore a mask the whole time because the allergies were bad. I tried to join and started with Aww. We played a silly little game, and I think it was alright. I think the game was alright. I steal cat and dog. I want to steal that cat, that's for sure. Actually, I can't steal a cat. I'm very allergic to cats. But that cat was so cute. Ollie is so cute. He's so precious. I love him so much. I want that cat. Shall be mine. That's how I feel. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. We played, it was called Glove and something or whatever. This little weird little game with little frogs and buns. I like the bunnies. The frogs were dumb. I don't know. I guess I don't like frogs like that. Yay! I fixed it! Ah! Okay. I'm going to put this together and then I'm gonna go eat some foods. Ah! Lovers in a dangerous space time. What did you think about the game, sis? What would you give it? I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. It was fun, period. It was fun, period. What does the period mean? What does that mean in sister's native tongue? A bit too easy, TBH. I'm happy you guys had fun. Thanks. A bit too easy. I feel like it was kind of the same. Like, obviously it's a game where you do the same shit over and over, but I felt like it was a little too much of the same shit over and over. Which is crazy, because we also play Ship of Fools, which is also the same thing. Everything's also the same thing over and over, but I don't know. We've done a lot more in Ship of Fools. That is true. I am starting to miss that game. I think I got to a point where I was like, we played it too much. I'm tired. But I think I'm getting to a point where I'm gonna play it again. Geometry Wars, yeah. I don't know. I feel like that game gave me a mild headache at first, but then I got into it. But then we got to the final round and we didn't beat it, and that is an incomplete. I'm EP and super cold, so I think I'm gonna go. Okay. Go get warm. Go get some sleep. I know Mondays are booty for you. I'm almost done anyway. Bye, Mom. Okay, 3 more pieces. Bye bye. Well, not anymore. I think I'm going to stream on Wednesday night. I think I'm gonna stream a farm game on Wednesday nights. TBD, except Flame, what is that? Well, not anymore. I love you all. Why don't? Oh, you only like him. I see. Do you have any beef with Flame? Share the beef. I'm hungry. Oh. I need to see what Flame's been up to today. I've appointed myself his personal manager to make sure he does shit, but I don't think he does stuff. Just because he's a man. Men, you. Yep, he's one of those, unfortunately. No, he's our third sister. It's okay. He's the third sister. If you know him and you meet him in person, he's third sister. He's okay. Keeps stealing his love interest? Okay. Ooh! Yay! Okay, this one... Oh wait, I should put this up here. Nighty night! Stream is pretty done. Yay! Okay, this one's done. And I don't have any other pieces, so I'm done! And I think everybody's tired anyway, so good night, everybody. Thanks for joining, despite all the technical difficulties, so many difficulties. I will tower over you two and be a bit taller than Papa Flame. It's still early for me. I'm sorry. I struggle. I know you joined later, but I struggled big time with audio today, and it took all of my life force out of me. If not for Nam being communicator, I would have exploded fully. I already exploded. I will try to join on Wednesday. Yay! Okay, so that means I have to on Wednesday if you're gonna join. I heard and saw the end of stream. Yeah, nothing crazy, but you get to see the final results, which is kind of cool. The color is... I think I need to adjust the camera setting a little bit. This is mostly the color. So this, and then I have this one too. Yay! Yay! Okay, but thank you everyone for joining. It is kind of dinner / bedtime. Please, if you had fun chatting and joining, check out my Instagram or TikTok or the reels I make, because I just make a bunch of these things, but it's condensed and faster, and I skip a bunch of garbage so it looks cool. But yeah, follow my socials. It's all ShimomoVT, and also Twitter. I started Twitter, but I don't do anything crazy there. But yeah. Good night. I will eat some food. I will also hydrate indeed. Okay, you also eat and hydrate and have a good night. Okay, bye.